I'm Helen Mayfield. And you say, what's in a name? In 2007, I spent 10 days in Madrid. My name was Mayfield, and they had just arrested someone. They had arrested someone before whose name was Mayfield, and they had accused him of the Madrid bombing. My home, office, and car began to be regularly and routinely burglarized. I filed police reports, nothing happened. Finally, in 2008, I learned who was burglarizing. It was the police, it was the government, the FBI, the Secret Service, and whomever. But they were in my home more than I was, most of the time. I got brought up on some charges, but during the court process, the sworn testimony of the officer was that the reason they were in my home without a warrant was because I had never been convicted of anything but an unpaid parking ticket. So they had to come into my home without a warrant in order to be able to find some evidence to sustain a warrant. This is not the way it's supposed to be in America. I grew up and I learned about the Bill of Rights and the Constitution. Our forefathers said there was one place we could be safe. That was in our home. We had an expectation of privacy in our home. I'm mad. I'm mad as hell. And I don't want to take this anymore. Nobody is protecting me. Nobody protected me. When we went to go to trial, they broke into my home again and stole everything, all of my files, anything that I could have used to defend myself. And everybody says, that's okay. Breaking into your home without a warrant, that's okay. Taking your computers, your fax machines, your printers, all of that, that's okay. Never you mind that it wasn't obtained nor used in any kind of criminal activity. Never you mind that they seized all of my legal files that were protected by attorney-client privilege without a warrant. Never you mind that they took all of my personal property, all of my records back to 1968, all of my credit cards, all of my son's records, all of his medical records. My son had open heart surgery and pneumonia at 13 weeks. They took all of his medical records, all of the legal files where we were suing, trying to get some money for his closed head injury that he obtained in an accident that was not his fault. Everything that made me was stolen, the essence of me. And everybody said, that's okay. But I say it's not okay. There are rights. There is a Constitution. I learned and memorized the Declaration of Independence when I was young. Somehow it's about community, protecting each other. It's about rights. It's about us protecting our rights. There's an old saying that it goes like this: if they come for me today, they will come for you tomorrow. You have to make them do it right. And I think that's what we need to do. When I left that city, I thought, okay, I'm going to move to Houston. I'm going to get away from this little small town of College Station. And I moved to Houston. But they followed. I filed some lawsuits thinking I was going to get some money and I was going to begin my recovery. And just as I thought I had them and I had the documents to prove that they had committed perjury and fraud and every unsundry thing, my house gets broken into and everything I own gets stolen. This time, not only did they take all of my legal files, they took all of my clothes. All of my clothes, my shoes, my bedspreads, sheets, towels. And You could tell the maliciousness and anger because all of the shoes that they didn't take, they took one of each shoe. Now, what can anybody do with one shoe? That's a lot of anger. And I think that I have had enough. I shouldn't have to get in such a rage, and I'm in a rage, that I should have to go out and steal some guns and have to shoot them up on the street to get some justice and get attention. Somehow, our forefathers had built into our system that there was one place of safety, and that was in our home. That nobody should come into our home and destroy that feeling of security and the safety that we have there. They have done that here, and I need your help to protect not only my right, but your rights too.